What it do, what it do? I'm your main man, Mikey D, aka Stony Mike, and I'm here to give you a nice little Stony playthrough. We're gonna be playing some more Death Stranding, but before I get into that Death Stranding, we gotta do it. There's this little can of monkey on our back, and it's like, hey, feed me, motherfucker, feed me. So we we gotta feed that motherfucker. So here we go. I'm gonna smoke a little bitty dabby dab. If you are inclined to join me on this little virtual smoke sesh, be sure go ahead and start doing your thing, cause now is the time to do so. OG Kim. It's one of my faves. OG Kim. Well, this particular OG Kim is one of my faves. And it's probably because it's super full of terpenes. Like, I'm sitting here talking about terpenes and everything, but it's like it's cram packed full of terpenes. Can't talk today. Um, One thing that I did notice when I first got it though was that it was like almost abundant, like unnaturally abundant. So I feel like they might have dropped a shitload of liquid terp in it, um, which is fine. It's whatever, as long as you're not toasting and roasting. When I say toasting and roasting, I mean as soon as you get your banger cherry, you drop. Don't do that. God, for the love of all things holy, do not do that. Do not ever. You will be like, all right, so every terpene has a burning point. So if you know what the dominant terpene inside of the oil is, look for that. So that way you know how hot it can be. But I have a rule of thumb. If that bitch is cherry, you do not ever, ever drop on it. It's just, that's the dumbest idea you could ever do. I'm just saying. Getting to put that out there. I know some people are like, no, it's just as soon as it gets cherry and then you don't see that it's cherry anymore, you can drop it. And it's like, no, you need to wait a bit. Put your hand underneath it. If you can still feel like it's like you're coddling the devil's balls, do not, I repeat, do not fucking drop it. It's gonna burn. It's gonna taste like shit. And unfortunately, you're then turning something that is medicinal into something that is straight up carcinogenic. So do not fuck with it like that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Another reason why I'm saying that is the other day I saw a dude and how he was getting away with it on TikTok of all fucking things is like beyond me. Like, I know YouTube don't have like much a problem with it, but they're still kind of strict on it. Um, TikTok does not allow any use showing you smoke anything. Period. And somehow this dude's fucking able to drop big ass wax dab hits on fucking TikTok, but he was being really goofy about it. Like, he see how it's cherry? He's dropping it like that. You do not ever do that. That'll kill you. Like, in more ways than one. I'm dead ass. That'll really fuck you up in a bad way. Cheers. Let's see how I'm feeling it. I feel just a little light, little haze of warmth. And then I drop it. And see that. That was wonderful. Beautiful taste. I feel that rush of warmth all over my body. That is how a dab is meant to go down. And I think I called that dude a kid. I'm pretty sure he wasn't a kid because he was, he looked like, but he was like, he was doing something childish, like comments. I like at least I view it as common sense. I'm sure there's people who don't, but in my mind, common sense tells me that if I am taking an oily substance and I just sip it to a fucking cherry hot piece of fucking quartz, what is that gonna do? It's gonna fucking vaporize it, and or it's going to toast it, and that's what happens. It, the vaporization is almost instant, and it instantly goes into a toasting, which is like pure carcinogenic fucking smoke. It creates that black soot that will form all around your banger. And there's nothing wrong if because you're gonna collect that soot no matter what. But if you're seeing a shitload of it and your banger is no longer gray, like smoke gray, it's like black, solid black. It means there's something in there burning, and you need to toast that shit. You need to turn the whole fucking thing cherry. Turn that whole bitch cherry, and it'll be clean. Anyway, that's my little bitch, my little bitching, my little rant that I was gonna do. I wasn't even gonna do that, but I reminded myself because I saw that video. That video like had me all fucked up too. Let me see if I can pull that up. I'm gonna fuck other people up. If it's gonna fuck me up, it's gonna fuck other people up. This kid, dude, nah, like he ain't a kid. I need to quit calling him kid. Um, he he drops that shit like it was, and it was a big one too. And it was such a hot banger. Like the whole banger was still cherry. I could still see the cherry hit. So hard to find TikTok videos. If they're not cringe videos, you're just not gonna find. I don't really have time to do that. Anyway, um, but yeah, if you got TikTok, look for it because it's fucking weird. I mean, it's really fucking weird to see somebody do that. So if you're new to or banging, if you're new to fucking dabs doing hits of wax, please do not ever put it to something that is cherry hot. Matter of fact, if you can afford it, get you an email. Get you an email and study what terpenes are in the wax that you got, because usually they'll tell you. A lot of processors love to brag about what terpenes are in their shit. So usually you'll see it. And if you know what your top terpene is, look at what the burning point for that terpene is, and drop your fucking email at that, like maybe like 5-10 degrees less than that burning point, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But anything once you get it to that burning point, it is pure cancer. I'm not I'm not being like um I'm not really trying to joke about it, but at the same time, it's true. Like you can turn something very, very, very simple into something very or not just simple, but something that's like not just medicinal, but like overall a benign thing, you can turn it into something very malevolent and very cancerous very quickly because you decided to burn it and like toast it to the point of hellfire. Like that's the only way I can describe it. It is because the way the dude looked and it fucking just shot out this big huge fucking flame too. Like a huge fucking flame from his banger when he dropped it. It was crazy. Anyway, let me get on to the game because I bitched about that entirely longer than I thought I would. Where the fuck is it? Hmm. There we go. Ah, 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 ah. Hmm. If they want me to carry another anti-material bomb, though, I'm gonna tell you right now, or antimatter, yeah, fuck that, fuck all that. Yeah, this dude wants me to take recover some.
An oxygen mask, huh? Good idea. It'll filtrate the air and keep you breathing normally. In addition to protecting you from toxic gases, it'll also help to reduce fatigue from strenuous activity, making it easier to keep your balance. If it didn't have a limited battery life, I'd tell you to keep it on the whole time. But it does, so don't.
Making sure I have everything that I need because Lord knows. Alright.
Order assigned. Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
What the hell? Alright, well, I tell you what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put a climbing anchor down right here. Come on. You get it by. And let her go. Oh, it goes all the way down. One reason why I did that is because I want it to be fixed for if next time I need to go to it, or ready in case somebody needs to come back to it. In other words, that's one of mine.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
me see. I have to see it. Oh my. It really is immaculately preserved. Uncannily even.
Neanderthals are not extinct. That mystery of evolution multiples and development paths. Moon's mass frame can be changed to volcano orange. Cool.
Thanks for bringing in that lost shipment, Sam. And yes, it did indeed include an ammonite with a bona fide umbilical cord attached. I've already sent some images and a preliminary analysis to Hartman via the network. Interestingly, it seems the surrounding strata contain traces of tar, which lines up with one of his theories. Anyway, I know you only just brought this ammonite here, but I'd like you to deliver it to a colleague of mine, an Evo-Devo biologist. Lately, she's taken an interest in the tar, and I think she'd be eager to examine this particular specimen.
It's quite remarkable, and that's to your credit. To clarify, she has been studying how the tar may have influenced the development of various organisms. Accordingly, I would ask that you also recover the tar collectors deployed near her shelter, and deliver them along with the ammonite. It would be too dangerous for her to attempt to retrieve them herself, which is why we must impose upon you. By aiding her research, we may yet inch closer to unraveling the secrets of the Death Stranding. We've already made so much progress with the data recovered by the network. With your continued help, I know we can accomplish even more.
Good work. New. Order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay. So, another tar extractors, and take her loose.
Order assigned.
Thank you for everything.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Holy shit. Are they climbing? Yeah. Just to have it there. You never know when me or somebody else coming up the mountain playing on this same server will need it. I'm sure these things are server based, by the way. Like, based on the area you're on. Because of the whole sharing thing. More climbing. Oh, shit. All I have is my automatic grenade. I don't have my rifle no more. What the fuck? Y'all motherfuckers are freaking. I don't like these fuckers. I don't like them at all. They're creepy. Man, I think those were BTs of dinosaurs. The way they sounded, they... Ain't gonna lie, I cannot stand them things. They said that I owned one of the assault rifles when I left. Now I said I don't have it. Fuck it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked.
I'm impressed, Sam. Not many people would have even attempted this. May I have a look? Not a scratch on it, and the tar inside is safe and secure. You do not disappoint, my friend. Now, that's...
Ooh, a grenade launcher.
Thank you. It goes without saying, but I am convinced that the tar is related to the BTs and the Death Stranding. After all, both it and Timefall are the defining features of the post-Stranding ecosystem. Sudden environmental changes such as these invariably lead to the extinction of organisms that fail to adapt. Those that do adapt do so by virtue of enhancers, the regions of DNA that grant successful organisms their advantages. These genetic factors are the key to evolution. But there are genes which have the opposite effect, those which disadvantage organisms. Extinction factors, as they have been called. These are the seeds of advancement and obsolescence. Such factors may lie dormant within us all, a choice waiting to be made. For every being since the advent of life itself. If so, then ancient proof may hide deep within the tar. Evidence of these genetic decisions that may aid us in navigating our current crossroads. In any event, thanks to you, I can now study the composition of the tar in greater detail. I'll make sure to share any interesting results with you later.
Well done, Sam. You furthered our research into the Death Stranding in ways you cannot imagine. Thank you again for bringing me Mama's body, as well as that ammonite. Speaking of which, My analysis of its umbilical cord is proceeding apace. I've been comparing the data against some of our restored archives. Anyway, would you mind returning to my lab? Preparations are finally complete for the chiral relay integration. If you could collect the necessary materials for the restoration work and bring them here, I would be most grateful.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna call it here. You folks stay nice and stony. Be sure to like and subscribe. I am out of here. Peace.